And welcome back to Simply Web, where we're running through converting a HTML template to a fully functioning WordPress theme. And we've done it. We are up to the last section of the homepage. Yay! Pat on your back if you followed me this far. As you know, last video, let me turn on monitor so you can see we got up to our testimonials where we created some custom functionality where we, instead of an image, we're outputting the first letter, we're outputting company names where relevant, and we're randomizing and shuffling and getting the first three. So the next section we're going to work on is the team members. So we're going to do this pretty well the same way as we just did the testimonials. We won't be shuffling, we won't be only getting a select amount. We'll be getting all team members out of an ACF field at options page. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is create our options page. So we're going to come up here. We're going to duplicate this last one we did, which was testimonials. We're going to call it team members, and we're going to call it team. So menu title, that's how it will appear in the menu. We're going to call it Simply Team. We'll work out the dash icon in a minute. So, but if we go to the back end here, here's our testimonials and here's our team. All right, so let's have a look at our dash icons again. So we'll go dash icons and in here. Now, what sort of dash icon do we want? We don't want users, I don't think, do we? I don't particularly like it because it's only one. I like there's a user group or something, a group of users anyway in here, dash icons. That's it there, groups. So I like using this one because one, it shows that it's a multiple, and two, it's unisex. You can't say that's male or female. So if we click on that, it's dash icons groups. So if we update that now, and go back over here, we'll see this top one is now user field. I don't mind which way order these two come in. I just want them to be below these because these aren't going to be edited as often. In fact, reviews will probably hardly ever be hardly ever be updated. So in this case, let's leave it as it is. All right, so now we want to go to our field groups. ACF, there it is, field groups. And in here, we're going to go team members. We're going to have a repeater, and we're going to have team members. Now, what do we want for our team members? Well, we're going to have, for each team member, we need an image, their title, their position, and then all their LinkedIn socials. I'm surprised there's no email in there. But anyway, we'll just add all these socials in. So, all right, so first thing we want is image. Oops, image. So we're adding an image field, and let's go profile picture. Profile pic. And we'll just call it image. Then the next one we want is their name. And then we want their position. And then we want their socials. So this will be a repeater. Socials. And in this we're going to have a type. So we're going to have a select field like we did before when we were doing the footer contact stuff. So type, if we go into, actually if we go and we can duplicate that. If we go into our theme footer here, there's our socials. You can go to our type. We can get our types and put that in. Easy. And then we want the URL. What do we call that in there? Do we call it URL? Yeah, we called it link. I thought I would have. Link. But I probably would have output that as URL though. Yeah, ID URL. Yeah, that's because that's how I do things. Cool. We can leave that as a table. And that should be all we need for these. If we look, each social and image, name, position. Cool. Yep. Save that. Now, hang on. Before we do that, let's go presentation. select, we're going to go name, and we're going to go add team member. And then here we want to change it to options page. Come on, options page, and make sure we're outputting it to our team members. Save. So now if we go to our team members, let's have a look if I can find them. There they are, team members. Oh, we want that as a block. That first one as a block. Save. Update. All right, cool. All right, now before we go and add these in, let's go and output it on the front end. So let's go into our team member, into our index.html, and here's our team start, team end. Let's get everything in between. Just too far. That's what we want. Go to our our template parts, home, and go team.php, paste that in, format document with IntelliFence. Cool, there we go. Then we go over to our front page, we duplicate that line there, and we go team. So now when we refresh our home page, under there we have our team members. Obviously the images aren't being output correctly yet, but we'll fix all that. So we can close all these. Alright, team members. So let's do this. So we go PHP team members equals get field team members, and it's an option. It's an option page, and it's an array, so we'll return an empty array. If is our team members. So we only want to output any content if there is any valid team members in there. I'm not going to talk through everything. We're going to start getting a little bit quicker with some of these helper functions and things like that, because now we're kicking along. We've been doing this a little bit now. So now we refresh, and we should still have our team members. There they are. Cool. Now let's go. So this is our team members, and we go. So we want to go PHP for each team members as team member. So why did I not wrap this in? The reason being is because if I want to use this team member card anywhere else, I want to do the whole set query variable as team member, and then get template part. I want to write this in there. We haven't created it yet, but we'll get it in there. Template part, and we want to go team card card. So we need to create that. So first I'm going to copy this, and in our template parts we're going to create a new folder called team, because that's where we've told it in, team. And in there we want to create our file called card.php, and in here we want to go PHP team member equals get query variable, and we want team. And then we go if team member, output our code, and close off our end if. Okay, so if we duplicate this now, we'll end up with multiple. No, we're still having. What have I done wrong here? Quiver. Haven't saved it. Go. No, still getting the 3 teams. Oh no. Look at our var dump. That's just something's not right. Yep, so we're not var dumping there. So what have I done? Oh, template underscore part. Try that. No, template dash parts. See, you don't type it right, it don't work. There we go. Cool. So we're outputting. Let's go back to this. Let's get this and comment all these out. Oops. All these out. Comment all these out. So now we're only outputting one because we've only added one team and we haven't actually added any content in here yet. Cool. So now we've got that all working. Let's go. Alright. So now we want to go add all. Let's add our team members in. So let's have a look at our live. So John Doe, CEO and founder, add an image, upload, select, and let's just add in X. I'm not going to add in the actual, I just want to add in a URL, a valid URL. So we'll just do that. Facebook, add, Instagram, add, LinkedIn. Cool. Let's go her, Jessica Brown, web designer. And the last one is Tony Johnson, who's our SEO expert. SEO expert. Alright, cool. I'll just pause this while I go and add in all the URLs. Cool, so I've added in all the URLs, we've updated all these, so now if we refresh this, we'll see 3, because they're all the same. We haven't dynamically added them, but we've added 3 team members into our thing, so we can collapse them. The good thing about this is at any time, you know, I could say, actually, I want him before Jessica, I want him after Jessica. We can just drag and drop and organize them for the client if he wants to order them. It's really simple. Let's go. All right, so in our team member, let's just do a quick var dump. So we can see we're outputting an image, we're outputting pretty much all the fields. There's our Facebooks. So yeah, so we're doing all the fields. So what we want to do is name equals, if not empty, team member. And we want to output, so we're working in these field groups. So it is name. Next one is position. And then I want to get the image in here because this one is an array. same as our socials are. Cool. All right, so now we can go equals name. We can go equals position. So let's just do some functionality for this. PHP if name does not equal empty. Although, you know, they shouldn't really be entering in without a name, but hey, stranger things have happened, so let's just make sure that there is a value there. It will just return empty, so it's fine because of this helper class that we use. Let's go if position, close, look at how to fix that. Position does not equal empty. Let's output a position. And lastly, we want to go if is array image Now we are not going to do what we did before with the testimonials where we output a image. We're not going to do that. If there's no image, it's not going to render anything. Let's have a look at the size. Inspect. So the image is 400 by 400, but it's only rendering out at 280 by 280. Because if we look, that's the width of that. Because we've got. So let's do that. Let's go to our functions.php. Functions.php. We don't have a 288 by 288. And I want to crop it. So we'll go crop 288 by 288. 288. So we'll crop it at square at that size. Oops. By 288. Do it again. By 288. Cool. Now we need to also go to tools, regenerate thumbnails, and regenerate them. So now we copy that. We can close our functions, and in here we want to go equals ACF image, and the size we want is the one we just created, and that's that. So now if we refresh, and then we get the image, we haven't done our URLs though, our links. So let's go do that. So we can just copy this one here. If is array URLs, so if it's an array, our socials. So we're only going to output these divs if there are socials added. Then we're going to go in here, PHP, and we're going to go, first we're going to do, sorry, we're going to go for each socials as social. Okay, we're going to output these socials. So we're going to have to see the same. What we're going to see here is just all Facebook. See, Facebook, Facebook, Facebook. So what we need to do now is we go PHP and we go type equals if not in social and type, and then we want URL equals if not empty social. Let's get the URL for that, URL, and go if URL does not equal empty, if URL does not equal empty, we're going to echo our button. So now we can close off that. There we go. I'll say URL to our href. Right, let's just have a look how we did it with the footer. So if we go to our footer function back down here, where we were getting our socials, gallery, menu, here we go. So these are our icons. We'll paste them up here. Now we had, so then we're going to go if type does not equal empty, we're going to go icon equals and we want the so we want if not empty icons and we want the type. And we go and type does not equal that, and then in here so we've got the fat in front, so we can go down here and we can just output the whole icon. So we can just go in here and we can go icon. Refresh this now. And there's all our icons. Cool bananas. Sweet. That's all working now. So that is all our team members. If we look at our live demo now, we've finished our homepage. So if you followed along this whole way, give yourself a pat on the back. We finished that homepage. The next thing we are going to work on is we're now going to work on the archive pages that we didn't do before. Console error. Just adds in here. So when we created the post types for services and projects, so when we come back, we're going to jump up to the services. We're going to do the archive page, which is a duplicate of this content, but with all the services. And we are going to work on the single post type. So when you click on it, you can get the full view of that. So I will be back at another time to finish this all off and continue working.